Hello, my name is Ivisi Fletcher, and I am an EDS student in Instructional Technology at Kennesaw State University. My capstone project is entitled Using Technology to Improve the Academic Performance of English to Speakers of Other Languages, better known as ESOL. This capstone was conducted at West Manor Elementary School and spanned from June 2018 through May 2019. West Manor Elementary School is a Title I school located in the southwest region of Atlanta. The student population consists of 269 students. The ethnic makeup of the school is 80% Black, 13% Hispanic, and 1% multiracial students. All students receive free breakfast and lunch. There are 17 classroom teachers, 1 gifted teacher, 1 media specialist, 1 special education teacher, which serves 7% of students, 1 ESOL teacher, who serves 13% of students, and 1 foreign language teacher. Students in 2nd through 5th grade receive Spanish instruction. The school is currently a candidate school for the International Baccalaureate program, which is known as IB. West Manor Elementary School implements the inclusion model for ESOL students. The inclusion model mandates that students who receive ESOL services do so in a least restrictive environment. There is 1 classroom teacher per grade level who serves ESOL students within their regular education classroom. The ESOL teacher comes into the classroom and provides instructional support to the students and teacher. West Manor utilizes a wide variety of technology tools available to students, including 2 computer labs, 4 Apple Mac Air carts, 10 Chromebook carts, and 3 iPad carts. Some of the most frequently used online educational programs used at West Manor are US Test Prep, Freckles, Mayon, which is strictly a reading program, LexiaCore, which is strictly for the ESOL students in the subject of reading, and Study Island, which covers all subjects. Teachers typically use the online resources for additional instructional practice. During the spring semester, public school teachers in the state of Georgia in grades 3 through 8 take Georgia Milestone Assessments to measure their academic performance. The results of the student performance are reported into 4 categories: beginning, developing, proficient, and distinguished. In order for students in the 3rd, 5th, and 8th grade to be promoted, they must perform at the developing level or higher on the English language arts portion. Students in the 5th and 8th grade must also perform at the developing level or higher on the mathematics portion in order to meet promotional requirements. At West Manor Elementary School, students who perform on the developing level are promoted, and it is recommended that these students receive intensive intervention in the next grade level in order to be successful. In the review of the school-wide data, it was determined that the school's ESOL students were performing at significantly lower achievement levels than their counterparts. An analysis of the data showed that only 15% of the ESOL students performed at the developing level on the English Language Arts section of the Georgia Milestones Assessment, compared to 32% of regular education students. In mathematics, the results showed that 20% of ESOL students performed at the developing level, whereas 52% of the regular education students scored at the developing level. These results prompted the school's administration to seek ways to improve the academic performance of its ESOL student population. The research. Technology has the potential to provide dynamic and engaging context for ELLs to practice and develop language proficiency. Educational technologies infused with the constructivist pedagogy allow ESL students to think, create, and visually demonstrate their work. Technology creates a bridge for diverse English language students that is cultural, linguistic, and social, and helps these students to develop multi-literacies. Technology has been shown to play an important role in improving the academic performance of all students. However, ESOL students can especially benefit from the additional support that is provided by the use of technology. Examples include the use of speech-to-text software to aid students with writing and learning apps or games to specifically help students with language barriers in reading. Using technology can also help with differentiated instruction, which is used to meet the individual needs of students. As we seek to improve the performance of our ESOL students and our CCRPI score, school administration was eager to implement strategies to help our ESOL student population. Using technology can help to alleviate the stress of having to differentiate instruction to meet the needs of individual students. The purpose of this capstone is to develop and provide training to the inclusion teachers at West Manor Elementary School. It was my intent that this professional opportunity will equip these teachers with the resources and strategies to help them better serve our ESOL student population with the help of technology integration. The objectives for this capstone project included increasing the use of technology to help improve the academic performance of our school's ESOL student population, provide professional development opportunities on how to effectively integrate technology into instruction in order to meet student individual learning needs, and to provide strategies on how to modify instruction through the use of technology to best meet the needs of ESOL students. I began my capstone project by developing an online survey to administer to the inclusion teachers within the school. The goal of the survey was to assess teachers' technology usage and their perception about using technology to differentiate instruction. I asked teachers about their comfort levels with integrating technology into their instructional practices, the frequency of when they use technology during instruction, and whether or not they use technology to differentiate for the ESOL students. Results from the initial survey indicated that a majority of the teachers felt at most somewhat comfortable with integrating technology into their instructional practices. Some teachers indicated that they were familiar with some educational websites, but did not have proper training on how to use the sites. Although teachers do use technology frequently in their classroom, teachers also indicated that they most frequently use technology to provide direct instructions to students. When asked, do you use technology to help differentiate instruction for your ESOL students? The majority of the teachers responded no. As I began my capstone project, I developed a timeline for how I wanted to work with the participating teachers. On a monthly basis, I conducted professional development sessions with inclusion teachers, and I visited inclusion classrooms to model lessons and provided assistance with technology integration. Quarterly, I met with inclusion teachers to review STAR assessment, as well as meeting with the school administration to review student data and discuss the progress of the project. As I worked through this capstone project, the evaluation process consisted of 3 parts. Online surveys, which were administered after each professional development meeting. Reviewing student data, which I did with the homeroom inclusion teachers and the school administration team. The purpose of reviewing specific data was to determine which specific standards students needed additional support with, and to discuss ways we could use technology to support students' mastery of those specific standards. Finally, peer feedback, which I found to be the most valuable component of this capstone project. Receiving feedback from my peers allowed me to improve my coaching abilities, which is beneficial to me as a future technology leader and coach. My capstone project was conducted for 1 school year. Since the Georgia Milestones is only given in the spring of each school year, and the results are not reported until the summer, I had to focus on the results of the STAR assessment. STAR is a test given by the school's district. It measures students' growth quarterly, and it is comparable to the Georgia Milestones. Also, although my capstone project consisted of the entire school's ESOL student population, I decided to focus on the testing data of the 3rd through 5th grade ESOL students because these are the students that were administered the Georgia Milestones. The results from the ELA STAR assessment show a percentage increase quarterly for each grade level. The results are equivalent to the score of developing on the Georgia Milestones. The results for math on the STAR assessment show an increase quarterly as well. Students' performance assessment were considered for evaluating the effectiveness of this capstone project. The results from the STAR assessment are extremely important to us at West Manor because the performance of our ESOL students on the Georgia Milestones is a big determining factor when calculating our College and Career Readiness Performance Index, otherwise known as CCRPI. One of the most valuable lessons I gained from completing this capstone was learning how to address and meet specific needs of individual teachers and their students. While the overall purpose of this capstone was to improve the achievement of ESOL students with technology, I learned that each teacher has specific needs. And as a future technology coach and leader, I feel that learning how to adapt to meet the needs of individuals is essential to being effective. The following references were used in this capstone video presentation. I would like to sincerely thank the staff members at West Manor Elementary School for their continued support through this capstone experience, as well as my journey in the instructional technology program. I would also like to thank my family, friends, and mentors for their love and support. Thank you for viewing my capstone project video.